Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Why don't you guys take over today? I'm going to read. Ooh, N-word, 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 N-word. What a biography.
Is that the new Kumia?
It's the new Kumia.
Is that the new Kumia?
It's great if you love O&A. It's a bunch of history and stuff.
Does he talk about like Patrice and stuff?
No, not yet. I mean, I'm like 150 pages in. It hasn't really. It's just really about all the times I got fired.
When's the last time you read a book?
Opie's book.
Yeah, I read Opie, and that's written in crayon. I read a book earlier last year. What's the gay guy? David Sedaris book.
Okay.
What was it?
I don't know.
I'm reading Bean's biography from Kevin and Bean. K-Rock at the Morning.
It's called Me Talk Funny. Me
Talk Pretty.
Me Talk Pretty one day. Yeah.
You read that?
Yeah.
What'd you think?
It's fine.
It's about a retard, right?
No, it's about his little queer escapades as a kid. It's about his
Why
life.
would you pick that book?
His mom bought it for me. Oh. It's funny, but every time I'm reading,
was like, you're gay.
Every time I read, I go, I mean, the Twitter's so much better than this.
That's one of those things you get somebody like, oh, they do comedy. Okay, who's like the only comedy writer? They Google like comedy.
Dude, I'm at Ben's all the time. You know, he's Mr. Big Shot with the books. There's millions of books. There's all they're always talking about names of famous old books and writers, and I'll open them for a little bit before we record and read over it. I keep rereading the same paragraph.
My mind goes fucking blank.
It's to me like I need it to be just like easy reading. It needs to be about like the Lakers like dynasty run or. I hate like trying to figure out like wait who's this guy again or what.
I actually hate people who read.
Yeah, I think it's pompous.
That sucks ass, dude.
The only thing that I can read, and then I can read forever though, is like the Wikipedia of a serial killer.
Yeah.
Or like I dug into like Lizzie Borden. She like axe murdered her mom and stepmom, or dad and stepmom.
See, that's great. I need some juicy.
I could have gone for 500 pages.
I need to know what happened.
My hatred for readers started as a mover in New York because when people just own 1 million books, the heaviest box in the world.
Yeah.
And there's so many days where I'm picking up like the 15th book box. I want to be like, you think you're fucking better than me? Like I was losing.
Well, they're not. I think there's a lot of frauds out there. I don't think they're reading.
Yeah.
I mean,
I tried to read the books.
I think they are, dude.
I don't know, man.
People read. It's also though. My thing is like it's not reading books is not that much better than watching a movie.
It is just escapism. I don't really understand why they get so much more credit.
You get a lot more information with books.
Or watch a
documentary. That's a specific thing. Yeah, no, documentaries can give you. But like I don't know. I tried to read the books that like Ben reads, and I did that, and it just made me hate reading. Yeah. So now I'm just reading things I
keep trying to read Blood Meridian, and then it just goes into some like weird Bible passage thing.
No, seriously, that's how I fucking.
You always tell people that you go, I read Blood Meridian, but I skipped half of it. I'm like, well, then that's not.
Welcome back to English 101. If it's boring, skip it.
No, seriously, that's my fucking advice on like Cormac McCarthy's. If it starts like getting into this weird like fucking Bible passage, Nietzsche thing,
I don't like fire and brimstone. Like, I don't know.
Watch the
road. I was
road.
about to just go like, I don't know what that means, but
I guarantee
just reading Cormac McCarthy, like, what is this baby bullshit,
it just feels like a preacher going, ooh. I don't know. I just don't.
I guarantee I have the same
will
grasp
try, though.
on Blood Meridian as anyone who's read the full Blood Meridian.
The last time I read a book. I forget the name of it already, but it was like an interesting like neo noir. It was Holes. Yeah. I was coming down off Adderall, and I had the ability to just be like, I'm just locked in. And I read like a full book in like a day, and I've never done that in my life, and I never will again. Yeah.
I literally think it's been about 9 years since I read a book.
Damn, dude.
Damn. And you look like you would read.
Yeah.
Out of all of us.
I can't read.
Yeah.
Like I'm not kidding. Like you ask me to read out loud. Every time you read out loud, I go, God damn, he's good. Like if I'm asked to read out loud, I'm like in fourth grade again.
That's crazy because you do look like you read. We look like we use books as like a fire source.
Yeah.
John especially. I'm sure.
I'm wearing my public library shirt.
Oh yeah, you're Mr. Intellectual Homeless.
Yeah,
I'm always there.
Mr. Big Shot.
They have a like a DVD section in there. It looks like a video rental store. It kind of kicks ass.
Yeah, I mean libraries do that. Yeah,
they have everything you want.
Yeah,
but I heard they're edited.
Me and Ryan were like working on like scripts for a while, and like I would read back the thing I just wrote, and I couldn't get through it. And he was like, "What the fuck is wrong with you?" And I was like, "Don't do that to me, man."
Like you talk on stage for like a living. Like what? How are you not able to speak?
I think it's ADHD. I think it's my mind just skips 4 words every time I like read.
Do you think you're dyslexic?
I don't think it's dyslexia. I think it's ADHD. I actually saw this thing on Twitter one time where they it's a certain type of font for ADHD where they embolden the first 2 letters of each word, and I can read no problem.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah, it's actually because my mind tries to predict what the sentence is as I'm reading it.
Yeah,
it's the Tahunga font is what they call that.
Thank you so much.
I really I think I got fucked with the reading because in school I hated it. I hated being forced to read something.
Yeah, also
like that would decide my future if I got the test wrong
sure.
about it. So I always look at every book like it's like a part of like this like a curriculum.
Yeah.
You know, or like if there's like a date or a town, it took me a long time to like just read it and enjoy it as opposed to be like, all right, remember that? That's going to be on the test. I'm like 29. I'm like, it's going to be on the test.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, I don't know. I hated popcorn reading. That shit sucked too, dude. Like
getting
called on.
Skip to how would that work? The next guy would call
in the middle of a sentence and go popcorn to Devin, and then you'd be like, "Oh, fuck, where were we?"
It forces you to follow along. Now remembering,
there was a fun thing though. I did. I had a black friend in class in high school, and every time we read a book that had a lot of the N word in it, I'd be reading. I go popcorn to Sam
on the N word,
and then he would just say the N word. He goes popcorn to Connor. And I just continue.
That's great.
Yeah. That's sick.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't like I mean, obviously there's great writers that have great imagery or whatever, but there's a lot of times I'm reading a book and I'm like, enough. Stop describing how the wind blew.
Yeah.
I don't give a shit.
Right. No, just tell me that it's in an alley.
I get it. The wind blew a guy. Cool.
Like, truly, sometimes it does feel like it's just they're trying to show off how many different ways, how many words they can use to describe one thing.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It is kind of in a way, maybe a little. We sound like complete retards, but it does feel like I'm like, just say it. It's glossy.
Yeah, I agree.
You don't need 80 different ways to describe it being glossy.
I think over like poetically describing scenery makes it harder to understand, and therefore you're a bad writer. Actually,
I think it's masturbatory, and I think once again these geniuses need to be stopped.
I actually think if you write a book, you're a fucking dumbass. Yeah, that's what I think.
I hate writers.
Big ass dumbass.
Mm-hmm.
Fucking bitch.
Asshole. Fucking assholes, fags.
Yeah, yes.
We're becoming the the most anti-intellectual podcast. It's like
Joey,
calling
do you read?
geniuses retards.
What's the last book you read?
So, I have been reading.
He's like, is a manifesto considered a book?
Actually, kind of.
Yeah, I know.
So a listener sent me like a booby trap manual from the army. It's not like it's not a story or anything, but it was like cool. Like they teach you how to like put a bomb into a chair. It's like just random cool stuff like that. Yeah. And then my girlfriend bought me a chess book where Gary Kasparov, it's called like My Great Predecessor, Bobby Fischer. And it's just Gary Kasparov like talking about Bobby Fischer and like all of the games that he played. And then he'll have, there are images of chessboards and the moves that he was making.
Oh, that's cool.
And then he just breaks down like he'll give you the context. Like at this point in time in chess, like nobody was playing this opening and Bobby Fischer. So I've been if I'll get obsessed with something like chess and I'll read it, and then like when I was playing poker, I'd read poker books and stuff.
Right.
But like a novel or
it
like
has
something
to be about something I'm completely obsessed with.
I haven't read like a book, like a story, like a Blood Meridian type thing in a long fucking time.
I can't just sit and be like, I'm gonna get into this fictional story right now. Like I don't know, I just get antsy.
Same.
I keep, especially if the book's nice and new. I love like buying a book and feeling like a hotshot. Yeah. You know, and then
me too. By the way,
I love doing that. I'm in New York. I'm gonna go to this famous bookstore, get 2 books, and bring them on the plane with me. And then I just open them and I look at them for a long time, and I just feel them a lot.
That
and then
place,
I just put it away. I go, there's a there's a TV in front of me.
Hauser and Worth by my house, where that one restaurant is. You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah. Yeah.
They have a little bookstore in there. It's an art exhibit. Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Like when I first moved.
I thought that was it.
Anyways, what else you got? No, but when I first moved to my apartment, it's right across the street, and I was like, exploring. I didn't even know it was a bookstore. I just walked in, and then it was a bookstore, and there's all these fucking people looking at me like, why is he in here? So then I got all nervous, and I just bought the biggest book they had. It was like 1,000 pages. It cost like $60, and I'm like, what are you fucking guys reading? Like,
like you're the guy benching the most at the gym.
Yeah, exactly.
And then I catch up.
I didn't read one page of it. I started to read a page, and I was just like, oh.
What was the book?
I don't even know. It was like it was a book that was published like a few hundred years ago, and then it was lost.
Was the Bible?
No, it was some like crazy philosopher that wrote it. Sort of another manifesto now that I think about it. I don't remember the title, but it was a fascinating back of the book kind of explanation, and then once I started reading, I was like, oh, never mind. Like they made it sound way better than it was.
I love the idea of you accidentally buying a manifesto. That's really.
It was like some crazy guy's philosophy about life.
Chris Dorner.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. You're the same. Anytime I walk into a bookstore, too, they know I'm not meant to be there.
Yeah.
Security follows me and stuff. Same as any museum I've ever gone to.
Sure.
People just look at me and people kind of follow me around.
Yeah.
Like they know I'm not.
I would follow you at a museum if I was a guard.
Yeah.
The sole purpose of me going to a bookstore is finding like posters.
Yeah.
That's all I'm like. You guys got posters?
There's
You got big pictures for me to look at.
there's people that really they're about that life and they really do it and they love it. And then I really believe reading and art, you know.
Sure.
People that go to the moment like legitimately enjoy that day and don't drag their ass the whole day. I drag my ass. Like I'm always back in like school. I just feel like I'm at a field trip and I'm like, oh my God. That type of shit.
I fucking hate museums.
I hate it. There's always like one cool part where you're like, oh, this lady used to draw like pussies or something.
You're like, I'm gonna jack
She was
off.
famous in New York in the 40s or whatever. She was the first like lesbo that drew cunts. And
That's on the little
that's what it
poster.
says.
First lesbian who drew
You put the headphones on, like it's
Little
the
golden
first
plaque.
It's like the artsy books. Before you.
So I always enjoy that stuff, but all the other, I don't know. I don't even believe in history really.
Yeah, that's the craziest stuff. That's
Dumbest podcast. Dumbest podcast.
When they say it says like it just says like 492. I go, shut the fuck up.
Yeah,
You mean the
bullshit.
year?
Yeah, like that. And it's like a stone that some guy hit a bunch or something. I go, I don't believe you. I just don't believe you.
Like you found a rock.
Yeah, like Egyptian shit. I'm like, that just looks like some lady wore that in the 1920s and got like raped at a party. That's not fuck pharaoh. I don't believe in pharaohs or anything.
You don't believe in pharaohs?
I don't believe in anything really.
I love that.
I don't even know if we don't have pictures of them. I don't believe in Wilt's 100-point game. Why would I believe in like? I mean, I'm kidding, obviously.
Do you believe in mummies?
I guess, sure.
They have them.
They have them.
But how do you know they're new?
Yeah.
What if they're new mummies?
Why? How would we know?
Because they can do testing, carbon dating and stuff.
Yeah, carbon.
But what would be the point of creating a fake mummy?
That's why I'm asking
history.
Devin.
Oh, okay.
I believe in history. I'm saying I'm trying to get into Devin's mind.
Yeah.
I think people like to live in the past. You know, I don't. I'm a healthy man. I like to move forward in life. And
You dismiss all historians like, some people like to live in the past.
our culture is obsessed with people that can't get over the past, you know, and that's why there's no evolving anymore.
But the past teaches you about the future.
Because we've never changed. We keep making the same mistakes. People have been saying that forever too.
I don't think we're gonna do
Has the past
slavery
taught
again.
us anything?
Devin's like, now is a gift, and that's why they call it the present.
But then, John, okay, slavery. But then if you get
Next,
Like
please.
slavery, or like
if you get too into history, you start becoming one of those guys that goes, slavery wasn't even really about black people. It was.
those guys are retarded.
It was an economic thing, and black people sold black people into slavery. You just keep going. You're making it up. They're making up history. Slavery didn't even happen.
Come on, dude.
All right.
Give me something.
Not only are we the dumbest, most racist pod ever
Book
now.
suck. I hate other races. I hate books so much I'm gonna burn them. You know what I'm saying?
I see those houses in the South.
the plantations.
Yeah, and I go, wait, come on, we couldn't figure out a way to keep this.
Wait, what?
Great big house, unbelievable driveway. We had to end it all. We had to turn this place into some fucking museum.
Yeah.
Just get rid of the slaves that are. Just get rid of the black people that
Let
are
us
slaves,
live
and let
in
us
the house.
still do that.
Get rid of the black people.
Yeah, let the black.
That in response to slavery.
I didn't
though.
mean that.
Get rid of these black people.
I meant get rid of.
A guy so racist back in the day. He goes to a house with a bunch of slaves. He's like, get them the fuck out of here.
He doesn't even want them as slaves.
Yeah, he's like, what the fuck are they doing in my house?
I don't know. We just. But I don't. Once again, I don't I move on. I move forward. You're obsessed with the past, and that's why you make terrible modern decisions.
Yeah.
It's because you just keep thinking about World War II, and you can't. You don't.
I'm obsessed.
You think more about 60, 70 years ago than you do your next week,
Oh,
and
so
that's why you're living it.
fascinating.
That's why you're in shambles all the
I
time.
can't stop reading about World War II.
But you are considered smarter than me because you can recite all these things. I get that.
No,
but at the same
I'm
time,
retarded. I just recite facts.
At the same time,
You're considered less
Yeah.
retarded than Devin, though, because of your facts.
Devin's a different kind of retarded. We're like it's like a Bulbasaur and a Charmander. Like it's like
Sure.
yeah, we're two
I'm
different
listening.
like types. But the thing is like I can I can recite weird history things all day. But like I take a shower at a gym. Devin has his own shower. You know what I mean?
right?
Sure.
But yeah, I read all the time. I've read like 6 books, but that's a brand new thing. I haven't started.
You've read 6 books.
I've read
dude?
6 books in the past like 2 months.
Oh, I thought you meant your whole life.
no,
At a
it's
certain
crazy.
point, though, isn't that just a different form of like reading fiction?
All the
like,
no.
you're just
This
it's
is my
kind
favorite
of-
Devin Costa.
Like
take
I'm
from,
reading
like,
my stories, man.
This
Like
is-
that type of
I
shit.
have a
it's
list
just
in my
history,
head.
but it's like
it's more valued by society, but I totally agree with you. It's like the same thing. I think that to use chess as an example, like I think Angry Birds is on a similar level of value as getting good at chess.
That's amazing.
Like I really think there's
like a guy
close
that
to
gets
that.
amazing at a video game,
I love
right?
that.
Makes a
Right,
living
no.
at it,
Yeah.
and wins like
StarCraft.
tournaments and shit.
Right,
Yeah.
but if you get very, very good at chess, like governments, you'll meet the president, and people consider you a genius automatically.
Yeah.
Nobody's considering like some video game pro a genius.
Yeah.
But I see no difference.
But
Yeah.
there's more money in becoming a professional gamer than a chess player, right?
So it's actually even smarter to do
Yeah.
that.
Yeah,
But
yeah.
no, there's like a handful of guys that make money playing chess professional.
Yeah.
What's like the cap though? How much money can you make being a professional chess player?
So like Magnus Carlsen made like $300K. He's the #1 chess player in the
That's
world.
garbage.
No.
compared to,
No. So that was like within a 3-month period. He made $300,000, and then he has endorsements and stuff. But yeah, no, like a professional video game guy, like
What's the tournament? What's the tournament called?
Which one? In
Like a
chess?
professional
The World
gaming-
Championship.
No, no, gaming. Yeah, yeah.
Major League Gaming or
Yeah, whatever it is. Those guys
Yeah.
make millions of dollars from the one tournament.
Well, because people tune in. People like
Yeah.
are more obsessed with video games than they are chess.
Well, I can't remember the
brings in
guy's
money.
name, but there's a guy who the most famous streamer.
Fuck Ninja or whatever.
Yeah. So he's probably got like $100 million.
Oh, easily, yeah.
PewDiePie.
PewDiePie,
He's
sure,
fuck ton of
exactly,
money.
right?
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
there's nobody like that in chess. Probably the richest guy in chess might have $5 million.
You can make like 6 figures being like a chess coach, though, right?
You could make like $100K a year, like if you were a very popular chess coach and you did it
So-
all the time.
Devin is PewDiePie. You are a chess player.
I've spent like 3 months reading World War II books, and all it accumulated was to me like
Still
me and
living in
Devin,
office?
Yeah, living in office. Me telling Devin, we watched Fury the other night, and like Devin was like, "Was this true?" And I was like, "Yeah." And that was all it fucking accumulated to.
yeah, it was really just that. I was like, did that really happen? And John would go, yeah. And I'd be like, well, you wasted 3
Checks
hours
out.
figuring that out. And
I was
all I did
like-
was ask you real quick, and I'm enjoying the movie more than you.
Devin's like, they didn't have machines like that.
And I was like, "No, they did."
You're talking about tanks?
Yeah.
They couldn't shoot big cannonballs like that.
Yeah, I don't know. You know, my whole life I get insecure about the reading thing.
I don't. I'd let go.
But
I don't
it's-
care anymore.
I have a massive
let go, too.
insecurity about like education. Like I never went to college and shit.
I didn't either.
I mean I did, but I fucking you never took like community college class?
Yeah, but I would start as a full-time student every semester. And I'd drop every single class until it was like an elective.
That's
and
exactly
then
the same
I'd
thing
fail
I did.
it.
Yeah.
I was just like
yeah.
failing
Yeah.
Photoshop that's at 1 grade.
I hung out at one point with like a lot of people who like graduated who are like incredibly smart. And I
Yeah.
was like the fucking dumbest guy in that group. And like it like there was something I had a huge chip on my shoulder hanging out with those guys because I was like, fuck you. You all they could read those books.
I
You know
love
what
hanging
mean?
out with smart. Like I know I don't have that, to be honest. I am especially like tech guys and really smart developers and shit. I work with them constantly. Guys who are just like, okay, you actually are probably a genius. I never feel like insecure. I'm always just like, I'm annoying as fuck with them though. I'll just be like, I'll ask a million questions. I'll
an
never
element to
learn
that.
one
Yeah,
thing
yeah,
they
yeah.
explain, but I'm just being like, well, how the fuck did you make this from like just by typing numbers? And
Yeah.
they'll just sit there and go,
I
like,
still like retract to like high school bully mentality when someone's smarter than me. I'm like, you fucking nerd. Like I want to beat him up.
Here's the thing: is reading all these books, is it just a symptom of being a loser with no social life?
I agree. I fully agree.
I got places to go, people to see, bub.
Yeah.
All right, I don't got
Bars
time.
to
I don't
drink
got
at.
time to read Sound and the Fury. Okay, all right.
Can't read that book. I'm hungover, dumbass.
Are you kidding me? All right, I'm gonna eat some fast food and then start drinking again later to get rid of this damn headache.
How am I supposed to rewatch The Departed if I'm reading that damn book?
I've met guys though that are like incredibly good socially, and they're also like simultaneously geniuses.
Oh,
and
there are
incredibly
people that are
well-rounded.
well-rounded, smart every area, socially smart, book smart, everything. There are guys like that. Most of the really smart guys in one field happen to be terrible socially.
I have a buddy who was going to be a secret agent. And then I have a friend who was going to be a secret agent. No, literally. He was going to be a secret agent with the government, and then is now incredibly successful and is just living the best life and is incredibly funny and social. And it's like guys like that I'm just like amazed by sometimes. It's like, this is fucking nuts.
Well, yeah,
that.
Yeah, I guess I never feel dumb though. That's the thing is I never when people are like regurgitating like facts about history, I'm never like, fuck, I wish I knew that. I'm just like enjoying them talk about it.
I
But I don't ever feel dumb for not knowing.
This is a self-defense mechanism, I think, for my ego. But the way that I get by not feeling dumb is I go like, because I ask enough questions to go like, oh, if I just became obsessed, I could do what you do.
For sure, yeah.
Yeah, it's just I know if I cared, I could process the same shit. I just don't care. I could hear a guy say it real quick. I also don't take in any information unless I genuinely care.
Yeah.
You tell me things all the time that are fascinating, and then I move right off. I don't like think about it all fucking day.
That's great. Have you seen the new Too Lazy to Try video?
A day goes by, I could be like, oh yeah, my friend was saying something about, I don't know, but yeah, I heard that. I always go like, I heard that, but I can't really repeat it or tell you.
Yeah, the only time I ever feel like I should be reading though is when I'm watching like 5 YouTube documentaries about Bert Kreischer back to back.
Yeah.
I'm like, I should crack open a book. This is fucking unbelievable.
This is hurting my brain.
So recently, Bert Kreischer was on the Joe Rogan Experience, and I'm like, where's a book? I need a book.
Yeah. No, I do.
Put a whole book on it.
I feel like my brain's rotting sometimes when I do that, but it's more entertaining.
Yeah.
Quite frankly.
I should actually just have Too Lazy to Try transcribe the video in 2 words. And I just read.
If it were that same guy doing a video, Too Lazy to Try was like, and so anyways, like Abraham Lincoln was talking to like his lawyer, and so like they're supposedly like.
And this is really funny because this happened like a month before Lincoln like got like shot at the theater. So he was like and so it's just like it like looks really bad in the comment section for him.
He's like,
it's the same fucking thing, except for like one of them is considered more important social.
So recently, Abraham Lincoln went to a play, and that's it.
Yeah. Now, fuck knowledge, and we're on to you at the Hate Watch Pod.
Yeah.
You're all liars.
Yeah.
You don't...
phonies.
You're fucking...
Frauds.
I know guys that, like, fucking, they wear, like, a suit every day, and they use words that they know most people in their lives aren't understanding, and they do it on purpose as this weird, like a one-upping of them. Like, people can't understand you, yet you still talk in this incredibly verbose manner.
Trying to
and
be
it's
special.
like, you're not good at communicating. And they'll, like, I know a guy that, he'll, like, I'll go hang out with him sometimes, and he's, like, reading at a bar like a fucking asshole. You're a fucking asshole.
I do that constantly.
You loser. You're supposed to party at bars.
You're trying to get puss though when you do that.
Yeah, I'm hoping like a hot chick will be like, what do you eat?
Exactly.
Like,
That was the point I made last week. I'm like, you ever see a guy who could try to get laid with an apple? Like that
John
whole-
does that.
That's
John
the
will
exact
prowl.
same thing.
John prowls little like bookstores.
Sick.
I went to...
Do you like wait for like chicks to pick up a book that you kind of know about, and you're like, oh, interesting.
No.
Yeah.
Well,
do you
it
do?
hasn't happened yet. So
He
no.
does.
Oh.
He does. He
just
goes,
don't-
Mein Kampf. That's great. I know.
He goes chapter 7. What do you think?
I was buying a book for somebody around Christmas, and John came with me to the bookstore, and I saw him in his element, and he was like really like a couple hipster chicks we're like, you should get this one, and you were like, oh yeah, should I? Like, what is that one about?
Yeah.
John will hit me up and go like, dude, the last bookstore, you gotta get. There's so many hot chicks.
So many hot chicks. It's insane.
Yeah.
I'm like, they're like outside.
I'm convinced that
It's full of them.
he's not even there to look at books at all.
I haven't been in. I've been in there like twice, and it's like
both times.
No, I just went in there. I think once to use the bathroom, but they don't let people use the bathroom.
Are there hot chicks at the library? Or you like what's going on?
I think the library probably left. So
I like the library because like it's just it's weird because everyone there. Oh, the librarians are always really cool. But I like the library just because you can just get whatever the fuck.
They have a bathroom.
They have a bathroom. You can shower there. No, but it also smells like shit in there constantly.
Yeah.
Like the lower levels you get in the library.
They're homeless shelters. They're for homeless guys to go and bang.
I'm gonna be honest with you though. Like there's a ton of public utilities in the library that if the library didn't exist, the city would be way worse.
Really?
Like that's
Like
where they
what?
charge their phones. That's where like fucking people like.
Or they'd
hang out.
or they'd rot and they'd stop holding up traffic.
Dude,
Their
if
shopping
the LA
carts.
Public Library didn't exist, they would be trying to charge their phones everywhere other than the library.
he's like, it's so sick. The library's so awesome, man. Every time I walk in, everyone there's like, "What's up, brother? Welcome in, brother." It's fucking so sick, dude. Like, there's a warm chair right here for you, brother.
Well, you know,
We got some stew.
Yeah, John, you can use my charger. I'm almost done. Like I know, dude.
No, I do like because I've been reading lately, so but this is the first time I've read anything in like probably 6 years, and this is like a 3-month thing.
Nice.
I need to bring something up that happened to us last week. It was a very funny thing. After we recorded last Friday, we all go out to a bar. We're having a lovely time. We're on the back patio. We're laughing it up. I think we had 2 great episodes. The Lex Friedman stuff, a little polarizing to some people. There's a lot of some psychos in the comments acting like I didn't know this show was hateful.
It's Lex.
That's just bitter at this point.
Yeah, how about a warning about hate
Oh
in
my
this?
God!
How could I have seen this coming?
Every time Devan goes off, it's completely sincere.
It's Lex fans, by the way.
Yeah, sure,
We ended
whatever.
up loving Lex after we saw
that was
his
the
solo.
bit.
Yeah, it was,
I went on the vicious rampage,
being
and we go, he's
silly.
actually great.
the whole bit was like, hey, look how dumb we are. We're
And he
making fun of
fucking
geniuses.
shreds, dude.
And
was
then
a
he
good
ends up
episode.
shredding, and then we
Kicks
all
ass.
took it back.
I don't hate him. It was just fun to. That
I
just
loved it.
started. People, there was like some people were like hypothesizing that I've been sitting around like stewing about Lex Friedman. That just you mentioned Lex Friedman. I was like, oh yeah, I'm kind of onto him.
We
And then we
need
just
something
did
for the
it.
po-
It just
yeah.
happened. So anyway, we're out at this bar last week. Back patio. It's a Silver Lakey. It's Los Feliz.
It's probably the grimiest you can get.
Can we
It's
just-
not.
let's
It's
just
fake
be
grimy.
rustic.
You rustic in, right?
yeah.
So we're on the back patio. We're all laughing, having a great time. Yarmul's is there. Yarmul's is like
Master
asking,
woodworker.
Kicks ass.
Yarmul's asking like why it's like dark
Coolest
and
guy
it's
in the
night.
world.
Kidding. I love Yarmul's.
Yarmul's is like,
It's a
where's the
joke.
sun go at night? I'm so confused. And
Devin Yarmul's, when we first met him, saw calamari, didn't know what it was, and then chewed on a piece of it like a bubble gum.
He chewed on it for
30
about
minutes.
20 minutes.
And then-
he asked if he should take it out and I was like, he's swallowed.
Take it out.
It was dip.
Yarmul's is like
He spits it out in your
He's an
hand.
eccentric genius, but now ever
He's
since
brilliant.
then, Devin
He's
just
an
thinks of
absolute
him as
star.
like
I make a joke every time I see him now.
Yeah.
it's a very
well, it was
funny.
very funny because like that was the first experience with him. He's like, "Is that tree real?" And we're like, "Yeah, what the fuck is wrong with this guy?"
He was, like,
and then
staring
last
at a
time we
tree.
went with him, he's like, "Yeah, we would just eat like frozen green beans out of a can as a kid." And I was like, "It's all starting to make sense, man. I actually forgive you for the calamari thing."
Yeah, he's Gummo.
yeah.
So we're in the back patio of the Rustic Inn. We're all laughing. I don't really remember what we were talking about. We're having a good time. It's us though. So
We're being
it's kind of
loud.
like we're doing like our little. It's like what you hear here.
Well, John was
probably.
holding up a picture.
Hold on.
Okay, I think you're saying I don't remember what you're talking
So
about.
no, I remember.
I brought it to attention.
Yeah, but none of us remembered
You
the
connected the dots,
immediate
yeah.
aftermath. So there's a bunch of tables of people around us, and at one point, the table across from us, we're all laughing, and I see this woman look over at me, and she's getting up to like leave, and there's these.
Wait, by
two-
the way, real quick, can I interject the thing that happened before that all happened?
Yeah.
Is a woman came up to me and she was like, "Oh my God, you're the guy from the. You're so funny," and I was like, "She thinks I'm somebody else."
right.
So as our table, like she thought it was some other celebrity.
Okay.
And as our table was going crazy, I kept looking at Devin and being like, "Can't wait to ruin the career of whoever she thinks I am."
Yeah.
Just to be very.
No,
I'm gonna
right.
start saying real bad things.
Right now, there's a table of like 7 women that were in Los Feliz last week, and they think Mecky Leaper's a vicious racist. So another table gets up to leave about 20 minutes into us having a blast. And this woman keeps looking over at me, and I like look at her. I'm like, I smile. I didn't think we had done anything crazy. I don't remember anything crazy.
Oh, but we did.
And she's getting her stuff, and then these like two like kind of like fake like rock star guys with her. She leaves, and I'm like, is she like upset about what we're saying? Like, we're not even really doing anything.
She's like,
yeah, she's doing like kind of the it's the East Side huff.
Yeah.
The East Side stare, you know? And then out of nowhere, one of the guys that she's with walks behind Joey and like hits his chair and pats him really hard.
No. So what he does is he walks behind me, and he had plenty of room, so he didn't need to do this. But he grabs my chair and just like moves it. Like,
he moved your chair.
Like he scooted my chair like that.
Totally purposeful and weird.
And then I look. Yeah, go ahead.
And then he comes over to John, who's sitting directly next to me, and starts patting John incredibly hard and going, "You're funny boys, aren't you?
Big comedians,
Big comedians, huh?
Big funny guys,
Big funny guys, huh?" And I'm like, "What the fuck are you doing?" And John, we kind of thought maybe he was being sincere or something for a
We were like, "Oh, a fan."
Yeah, we're like, lovely, we love it. We're getting bigger by the day." But then it got to the point where it was really like, okay, this guy's like antagonizing us and being weird.
Much.
And Joey kind of gets up out of his chair. I say like, what the fuck is this? And then John gets up and like kind of trips on his chair.
I tried
and then
to take
full on like pushes this guy against the wall, and his back hits the side of this
he tries to go for a
doorway.
leg takedown.
I tried to do a leg.
John did.
I do like a half-assed leg takedown.
John did exactly what they train you to do, at least in wrestling, for a takedown. Is John put his head right in the guy's center of his chest.
It was great.
And then I simultaneously was standing up because I realized at the same time, like, this guy's not goofing. He's just like being very aggressive. So John's driving him into the wall.
Yeah.
And then I stand up, and I'm just kind of like, I got my hand on him too, just in case, what if he is good at fighting and he takes. So then we go.
It really kicked ass.
It was really one of the coolest things I've ever seen.
It was awesome, dude. And you felt all like gay and bad about it after.
I hate violence.
You didn't even do it on purpose. You were just defending yourself. You were self-defending. He was defending yourself.
Yeah.
You did a good thing.
And you weren't even like really aggressive. You actually kind of did it on accident.
I half-assed it. I was like, I'm just gonna feign grabbing for his
Well, you
legs
tripped on
then-
your chair, and it pushed your head into his chest and moved him even quicker into the wall. So then he just runs out of the bar, and we're all like,
like a massive
fuck?
pussy.
Like he really sprints out of the
Like
fucking
he literally ran out of there. And then all the other tables around us are like, what was that? And we're like, we don't know. What the? Can you believe that? That was
Yarmul's
insane.
chased after him though, which is cool as hell.
Yeah, Yarmul's chased after him. But all the tables around us were like, what happened? And we're like, we're endearing ourselves to all these people, right?
Yes, we're like, I don't know.
We're like, I don't know. Can you believe that? This is crazy. We were just having a normal conversation. And this guy just like got all aggressive with us. And then the waitress walks out and she goes, why'd that guy run out? And we were like, he attacked my friend. My friend had to get up and defend himself. She goes, oh my God.
Random act of hatred.
And we don't know. We go, did he even tip? And she goes, yeah, 25% actually. And we're like, oh, well, he was a fucking psycho scumbag. And then we keep sitting.
And we're like
discussing, like, what could we have done?
We're in the good graces of every table around
Everyone
us,
likes
too,
us
but then
here.
the conversation kept going, and then I'm hearing John talk, and I look at Devan at one point, I'm like, the room's turning on us, buddy.
Yeah.
They're quickly realizing we are the fucking villains.
They're starting to realize that we must have done something because we are loud maniacs. So then we go inside to leave. You go to the bathroom. You come out. I go, what? Like, do you remember? What did we do? And Connor goes, John did show a picture of a swastika on his phone at one point to all of us, and we all cackled.
Yarmul was like, so John, it was really a funny bit. He goes, have you guys seen this before? And he said, I was dying.
It was hilarious. Because it was a misdirection. John was like,
Yarmul was asking how he can improve our sign, and I was like, you can do this, and I had a big picture of a sign.
But John is sitting with his back to a wall, and everybody in front of him is us and everyone else.
Yes,
so
the entire bar.
So the woman obviously looked over, saw John, who
the most Nazi-looking man of all time.
Looks like, you know,
he's a fucking background character in Green Room. It's fucking unbelievable. And just holding his phone up.
And we're all laughing really hard. Also, I think
crying laughing.
I was laughing really hard. And John was laughing. He's cracking himself up so hard.
Funny.
Doing like a classic John like belly laugh.
Uh-huh.
And I think Also, were we talking about Israel versus Palestine?
We were talking about Palestine a little bit. We talked a lot about COVID also. A lot of Wuhan.
I did say like I was talking shit about like the Wuhan lab and stuff. Yeah. But it must have been the
we were podcasting outside. That's what we were doing.
Yeah.
And that's not okay sometimes.
You were talking about Hans Kim too, and I swear to God, for a second, I was like, was he mad at that?
Does Hans have shooters? What the fuck?
How did Hans Kim get brought up?
Probably Wuhan conversation.
Wuhan or something. I go. They're gonna release. They released Hans Kim.
I think that's what you said.
Yeah.
I love
Which
Hans
is a great
Kim.
fucking joke.
He's a lab leak.
Hans Kim is my bro.
It was just an incredible realization though to be like, fuck that guy. And then I leave the bathroom. I'm like, wait, that guy was actually a hero.
It was really great how self-righteous we were for 30 minutes after. We're like, finally, we're not the problem.
Yeah.
And then we remember.
Like, oh wait, we were.
Can I go over the story? But also, ultimately, that guy's still a fucking loser.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
You see a group of guys laughing. We're not Nazis at you rustic inn, retard.
Yeah,
we're obviously laughing at some stupid joke or a misdirection our friend just did.
Also, if you want to be a badass and come pick a fight, don't become an immediate pussy and run away.
It was also the worst type of fighting. I hate passive-aggressive.
He didn't think we were going to do anything.
No, but it was also not. Yeah. It was that passive-aggressive horseshit. It was that, like, real great, you're great, like that type of thing. Come up and be like, hey, don't fucking do that when, in public. Or just, like, be a man. Like, if you're actually angry at that.
He leapt out of my arms and then sprinted away. And it was
like a canary.
Like
a little bird.
He should have hit my face or some shit at least. But
he was scared.
It was kind of ballsy approaching like 5 dudes.
Not in that place. Not in that place because he could tell the way we were talking, like we're not going to beat the fuck out of him. So he knew for a fact, all right, I could troll them a little bit and not get a violent beating because they're like funny.
But Yarmul's,
like somebody's a comedian.
Yarmul's went out there and like said he had he confronted him and was like, why'd you do that?
Well, Yarmul's,
which is horrifying.
Yarmul's grew up in a trailer park.
Yeah.
Like his parents abandoned him and shit. Like he used to eat frozen green beans out of a can. Like he grew up out in like an actual hard life.
And so Yarmul's didn't give a fuck.
He was just like, dude, no.
Yarmul's was hunting
like, are we stabbing each other? Or like, what are we doing?
Yarmul's was out front of the parking lot. We asked where he was for like 10 minutes, and then he came back. We were like, where were you? He was like, I had a conversation with the guy. I was like, would you hunt him in the parking lot? How'd you find him?
He came back in camo. He's like, couldn't find him.
He had a ghillie suit on.
He's Benicio from The Hunted. He's just got his face painted up.
So then we go to the drawing room across the street. We're like, I know, we need to go to a cooler place where it's like heavy pours and it's a dive bar. And we're there. We're around like people that we think are kind of like us, like psychos. And even there, 30 minutes in, we start looking around. People are moving. People are leaving. People are inching away from us.
Also,
we really are just a massive
we've
problem.
ruined
You can't forget though, we were itching for another fight. You and I had bloodlust.
Yeah.
We're like, let's get John to fight somebody else.
Yeah, it was. I did want to like treat you like a Mandingo fighter. The rest of the night.
My favorite thing was Connor. Towards the end, Connor was like, "Yeah, I spent like 7 years in New York, and that just never happened to me. But I've been here for like 3 months. It's happened like 5 times."
Oh yeah, you guys are the worst influence on me in my entire life. I keep getting into fights with random guys at the Comedy Store. Like I'm just like, just arguments. I was telling you about the other night. It doesn't really matter, but like. I used to just, for so many years, if someone said something dumb, I'd be like, whatever. Now I'd be like, the fuck is wrong with you? And I have to like make a scene out of it for some reason. And it's all your guys' fucking fault.
No,
it's good though.
It's becoming, it's weird having
not good.
It's weird having the podcast and even Lemon Party and stuff because that night I spent with you in that green room 2 nights ago, the next day I had to record Lemon Party and I'm just like casually like, I'm just like kind of bringing up people. Not their names or anything, but I'm like, I'm bringing up things I overheard.
For sure.
Yeah.
But people just think they can get away with stuff, and it's like, no.
Right on, brother.
No, don't fucking. It's annoying as shit.
You know, we bring you in here for punch up, and I love it, man. It's awesome.
Just
it fucking
such
sucks
an
ass.
accurate breakdown of everything.
I'm just tired of this shit.
People can get away with stuff, and I'm just tired of it. He's like the Joker.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was fun. That was
real fun night.
I really wish we didn't.
Go back
I really wish we didn't remember you held up a swastika because like I really wanted to have like we were in the right.
I wanted to be
That's even
vindicated
because
sure,
I really hated him. It really bothered me. Even so. It was that classic thing of like he thinks he's gonna fuck that woman tonight or something.
Oh, for sure.
But she was gone. Who was he trying to impress? She was already bailed.
She left silently, like anybody that sees a Nazi rally happening, as you should.
Yeah, run for the hills, bitch.
Run for the hills.
We're dangerous.
Sorry. We're loud, we're proud, and
we have bad ideas, dude.
we're loud, we're proud, and we're gonna march.
Tiki torches. No, maybe we did cock block him. I thought it was his girlfriend or some shit.
Why? We've ruined so many dates.
He was
just
with
by
another
being
dude.
ourselves.
He was with another guy too.
Yeah, they sucked.
It was like some like little fucking, you know.
We're so loud, and John always yells "faggot."
Yeah,
Every night.
You do have to knock
you are
that
like
off.
you actually have become like way crazier in person than
I don't even.
seen before.
That's not. You
Sorry.
can't. It was.
You were wild the whole night.
the first
That
place.
wasn't the most wild.
The first place we went to was RuPaul. It was a RuPaul viewing.
And we get there, and John goes, "What is this fucking gay shit, dude?" And they're like, "Dude, we're literally in Silver Lake.
We're outnumbered. Also,
There's a show.
all right?
There's
These
like
guys they're working out. They're strong.
There's
okay?
also drag queens that are like 6'10". There. There's like a guy that looks like fucking like Nikola Jokic with fake tits. That's like could kill you.
It's like Tank Abbott with a wig. And then no, but yeah, John. So it's like a night there. There's a show. It's like American Idol, but it's RuPaul. It's all drag ladies. And then John's yelling "faggot" in front of all of them, so loud. Yeah. It was just brutal.
But it's unfortunate because here's the thing: we don't have time to like get on a big soapbox and explain to people that we've taken back the word, and it doesn't mean gays. That John means we can't make an announcement that go, when my friend says that word, he just means you're lame and annoying and in the way. He doesn't care that you fucking
at RuPaul's bingo though.
You
can't really defend.
You actually are angry that people fuck butts.
There's no defense.
You remember fucking.
You have a problem with fucking butts.
There's because I'm calling Devan a faggot because he doesn't know how to use technology. It's not
right, but we don't have time to give these.
What were you saying?
I remember that fucking bar we went to by your place. It was like that Christmas themed bar. And we walked in. Were you there?
Go on,
and there was like a cross-dressing like trivia going on. And the second we walked in there, they're like, "All straight white man, get the fuck out." And I was like, "All right," and I just fucking left.
Yeah,
I'm just tired of this shit. I'm
just fucking tired.
That was it. I'm just tired of this shit. I'm tired of fucking going into places and it's
I like how you're like, no, I do hate gay people, and it's for personal reasons. They were mean to me one time.
They annoy me.
I love gay people.
They get on my nerves.
It is funny that night you got upset at that. That was that lame.
You were there.
That antiquated announcement. That's like such 2015
was so gay.
But like it was funny because earlier that night you made me go to a gay bar with you.
So
you are gay.
You're gay.
You just don't.
You bring us to gay bars all the time, but
I don't want to be assaulted with gayness.
I figured it out. He is gay, but they better be an all-white bar.
No, I just don't want it like fucking shoved in my face if I'm going to 33 taps. Like if I'm going
you
to
literally took me to a bar where it was all shirtless men with their cocks out.
Yeah, that's a gay bar. That kicks ass.
That's in your face, though.
Yeah.
John's walking to an all-white gay
going
bar.
into.
Everyone has 8-packs, and he's like, the perfect soldiers. We could have an army of them.
Perfect soldiers.
He's like, how do I capture their DNA so I can clone them? Maybe if I get their load. I can.
John with
the universal
a load in his mouth. He's like, I'm gonna clone the fuck out of this guy.
Yeah.
Their jokes aren't there, man. I'm gonna fucking clone
this guy. Coming out of his mouth, he's like, full of faggots.
Like, why are you spitting that into a beaker? He's like, I'm making the universal soldier.
I think if I'm just surprised by
I got one over them, dumbass.
An army of leather daddies just like marching on China.
Yeah. I think if it catches me off guard, it just pisses me off. But if I go in like ready for
I'm
gayness,
obsessed with the idea of John spitting cum into a beaker being like, they have no idea what's coming. It's all part of my plan.
Oh man, yeah, but that was interesting. We all woke up the next day like, did that happen?
That was a very fun night. Aside, like all that aside, that was
it was wonderful.
One of my most fun nights in a long time.
Yeah. And then we walked down. We saw Brandon Wardell, and then he was with a guy, and we all were just like being like drunk, like
John kept
crazy,
trying to wrestle
like idiots. John and Joey are like wrestling. And he said he was like a producer, and we were just like, right, like what, like like we just completely wrote it off as nothing. We get in he tells us like what song to listen to. We put it on in the car. We realize it's like a top 5 song in the country right now. Yeah.
And we just big time, and we're like, we gotta go.
We're like, yeah, we gotta go. You're boring.
That phone's your beep boops, dumbass.
Yeah, listen, pal, we get about 9,000 views on YouTube a week. So.
We just got a race war going on in here, and we're leaving now.
The way that I met him was John. He kept insisting, like, let's keep wrestling. We'd wrestle on the street, hammered, just like out on like a bartender would come out and go like, "Hey, is that a fucking real fight? You guys just goofing?" And we're like, "Yeah, we're just kidding, like, just not serious."
It was to be.
And then John just like wouldn't stop wanting to wrestle. So I finally came back into like the circle where you guys were, and I was just like, "Hey, Brandon, nice to meet you," like producer guy. And then John came over. He's like, "Joey, what do you like? Come on, dude, let's fucking keep wrestling, man." And then now it's like we're interrupting the circle. I'm going like, "No, John, I walked over here to get away from you." And you're like, "No, come here, dude. Come here. Let me grab you. Let me get my hands. Like, let me give me underhooks, dude."
Yeah. We started, and then Joey neck cranked the shit out of me, and then I was like, okay, I gotta stop. But it was, then we just had to fucking leave.
It was fun though. That was very fun.
Yeah.
If you're a fan of the show, you're probably also a fan of not having a sweaty dick. Right, John?
Absolutely.
That's the opposite, I think, of our fans, but go ahead.
Sheath underwear can get you that not sweaty dick of your dreams in no time. Here's the secret. It has 2 pouches, one for your dick and one for your balls.
Jesus.
It keeps stuff separated down there so things don't get all stuck together and suction cup to your thigh. I wear Sheath, and it's great. It is exactly that. Your balls and dick they now become two. They become 2 beings. They're no longer attached.
I like Reebok underwear.
I like Sheath. I like Sheath more. It's amazing underwear. It looks like you're wearing like Versace or something. And Sheath underwear was made by U.S. Army Sergeant Robert Patton to handle the heat of the Iraqi desert.
What a weird brag.
If it can keep your dick and balls cool there, it can do anything.
Hey, if your dick and balls are cool at Abu Ghraib, imagine how they're going to be in sunny California.
Yeah. Give it a shot and get the best underwear you'll ever put on. Go to sheathunderwear.com and use code HATEWATCH to get 20% off your first order. Plus, Sheath Underwear's 100% money-back guarantee. That's sheathunderwear.com, promo code HATEWATCH. Get Sheath Underwear. Support the show.
Wait, what if I have tiny balls and a huge cock?
It's even better because it has 2 pouches.
But I want all of them in one pouch.
What if you have a tiny cock and tiny balls? It's kind of useless, right?
It makes your dick look big even if you have a small Johnson. Because of the pouch.
Oh, it's like a padded bra.
The pouch kind of already looks like a padded bra a little bit.
Okay, yeah.
They're a wonderful company. Support the show and get 20% off your first Sheath order at sheathunderwear.com with promo code HATEWATCH. Wear it. Go to war. Kill it.
That's a crazy ad.
There's nothing more annoying than when you're taking pot shots at Afghani children and your dick and balls are stuck to your leg.
Yeah, but
get Sheath underwear.
Calling it drone strike where your dick and your balls are stuck together.
Oh my God. Oh Jesus Christ. You ever been up on top of the Superdome sniping black families? And you go, God, I have a wedgie. Sheath will stop that. So support Sheath, support the show. Use promo code HATEWATCH. Thank you, Sheath. Well,
we got any good stuff?
This is a pretty funny video. It's a hotel employee that kind of loses his mind to a complaining guest. Okay. I've never really seen anything like this. Never seen.
I think I might have seen this.
That looks like the kid who shot the dude in Wisconsin.
Rittenhouse?
Yeah, it looks like Rittenhouse.
It does.
No, not really.
Yeah, they have the same like kind of hair and face.
He looks much more twinkish.
Metrosexual Rittenhouse.
No,
Rittenhouse.
if Rittenhouse like combed his hair better, but yeah.
All right. Well, this video was very amusing to me.
Computer, because you all made a mistake?
Not really, no.
So you want to get mad and hit the computer because you made a mistake? Because your company made a mistake? You want to take it out on me?
I'm not taking it out on you.
So why did you get mad and hit the computer? Why did you get mad and hit the computer? I'm sure you're on camera, right?
Yeah, I am.
I'm sure you're on camera.
Yes!
Oh my God, dude.
Yes, dude.
What are you doing, pal?
Full liar.
Dude, you can't do that.
I'm so close. I'm so close to that so often.
Dude, if employees did that everywhere instead of like just be like, what do you want? Or like that, I would be like, yeah, the customer service stinks. The guy kicks his own ass. Like if you complain, they kick their own ass.
Yes.
That's awesome.
I'd fully be like, my fault, bro. I'm gonna go to Red Roof Inn down the street. You do your own thing.
I would
man.
literally go back the next day and be like, do not fire this man.
He seems to care.
I mean, he loves this shit, dude. He will die for you. He tried to kill himself.
Just completely misinterpreting. Be like, he fucked up so bad. He fucked up so bad that he tried to kill himself on the job. Employee of the month.
That's so crazy. Also, it's just so funny to do. Like, that's what black people think white people do when they get frustrated.
I know, dude.
Like, black people go around thinking like, hey, the little white boy just started punching himself in the face and shit. Like,
All the comments must be like, oh, white motherfuckers like him.
They'd be like,
That's all that guilt.
They'd be like, shut down the schools.
He just goes behind the wall and he's like,
Just flipping him up.
so hard. His arms are shaking.
Oh, God.
So this is the type of people they have working here.
Oh, you're gonna get no sympathy from this guy.
Is that spots?
Oh, it's so,
Oh,
that's
this
so
poor fella.
embarrassing, dude.
You ruined my whole life.
Oh, God, that poor guy.
Oh, no.
That's so embarrassing.
Oh, no. You ruined my whole life.
That's fucking awful.
Oh, dude, if like what is this, like a Holiday Inn or something? If I found out every Holiday Inn had like Jim Carrey characters like behind the counter, I'd only ever stay at them. That's so beautiful.
Ruined my whole fucking life,
Ruined my
man.
whole fucking life.
Wow.
Wow.
You gotta be kidding me.
Oh, dude.
No fucking way.
He's like, I'm gonna get some sun chips.
There he is.
Wow.
He goes, you ain't going nowhere.
Wow. You white bitch.
You cracker bitch.
This is quickly becoming like a zoo
Let's watch
experience
it one more
for
time.
him.
I want to see that.
This guy's trapped behind glass and he's filming it like a fucking animal.
Coco.
He's in the zoo.
He's at the zoo right now.
So why did you get mad and hit the computer? Why did you get mad and hit the computer?
Because I have met.
I'm sure you on camera, right?
Yeah, I am.
I'm sure you on camera.
Oh, dude.
He's hitting himself in the head so hard with his own hand.
Oh, yeah.
Holy
Damn.
shit.
Hell yeah.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah.
He really goes to town
I
on
love how the
himself.
black guy just goes, wow.
Wow.
Wow, bud.
God. He goes, I haven't been able to tell a lie in 24 hours.
He's like, why'd you hit the computer then? He goes, because this pen is red.
What are you doing? Kicking my own ass. Oh, God bless crazy people. God bless the crazy people.
That guy. I want to. Are there any like follow-ups on that kid? Did he respond or anything?
I don't know. I didn't look into it that much, but like we can look at the comments. What do some of the comments say on Twitter?
Because I'd love to know.
Okay, goes video of Holiday Inn worker having breakdown backfires on the poster. Oh, wait. An outpouring of online support. They love the guy.
Oh, come on.
Yeah, I mean, I pity him. That sucks.
I don't.
An outpouring of online
I
support
do, but fuck him.
began Monday as a video emerged on social media showing a Holiday Inn Express employee having a mental breakdown as he was harassed by an irate guest recording. All right, was the guy that irate? A Holiday Inn employee later identified as Caleb appeared to hit himself repeatedly in the head before bashing the computer in front of his, the worker for stealing his money, changing his reservation. The unnamed Holiday Inn worker in the now viral video has become the center of a racial debate after it was framed as white versus black issue by self-proclaimed race baiter Tariq Nasheed. Well, okay, of course he got on it. The employee framed the situation in a different light, posting on Reddit that he suffers from mental illness, prompting GoFundMe support as well as hundreds of posts offering solidarity. Well, I mean, yeah, obviously. I mean, it was...
It's obvious mental
Yeah,
issues,
I mean,
sure.
It didn't look like a vitamin deficiency to me.
Listen to more Andrew Huberman.
Yeah, he didn't take his cold plunge that day. A GoFundMe page started for the Holiday Inn employee, raised more than $35,000 under 24 hours. Unbelievable. We got to get in this GoFundMe game, buddy. Somebody here has to have a freak out or something.
John has one every goddamn week.
Yeah.
While I've now quit this position, my management supported me and told me I'm welcome back. The guest was ejected from the hotel for escalating issues with staff and the owners. I do have mental disorders. The Holiday Inn employee wrote on Reddit Monday. Well, he's on Reddit to explain himself.
He has BPD and schizoactive tendencies.
Like, unfortunately, they took my AR-15 away, and so I'm talking to the courts about getting it back.
Yeah.
It's also just like, that's insane that the Holiday wouldn't even welcome his job back. It's like,
Yeah,
you can't,
it's wild.
that guy, I mean, I don't care if he was being bullied, that you can't hire that guy.
Because he used he used the magic word, which is
Yeah, well, then just put him in like the linen closet or something.
Or no,
Like, he can't work front desk.
Yeah.
the insurance
Customer service.
Yeah.
Insurance should pay for like some sort of mental, counseling or whatever. But then, you can't have him back after that.
Mental
That's
health.
crazy.
Mental health is the magic word.
Oh, for sure.
You just say that.
No, you could get free rehab or like free counseling or something, but you could still not be allowed back at the front fucking desk.
It's a Holiday Inn Express,
They can do better than that guy.
It's an express.
Anybody
I
can
don't
do
know if
better
they
than that.
can.
That guy?
It's a fucking Holiday Inn
Come,
Express,
that's
dude.
the worst guy in town. And being a clerk at a fucking Holiday Inn.
You don't know. Imagine where is this Holiday Inn?
Yeah,
It
it's
kinda
It's probably in like
depends.
North Platte, Nebraska or some
Yeah,
shit. It's like, that's the most handsome guy in town, I bet.
I'll give me like a grotesque man that doesn't start like beating himself and headbutting the computer.
Yeah.
I don't care. I
like
need a
the
handsome
headbutting
guy at my
computer.
clerk.
Like I said, if that happened, if everywhere I went, and I was like, "Oh, excuse, I'm sorry, you didn't." Even if like I wasn't harassing them, being angry, if I was like, I ordered, I got it with half and half. Can I get some half and half in it? And the guy just started beating himself. I'd be like, "Ha ha! Yes, I love it. You care so much about me." I love it when like fucking guys at drive-thrus call me boss and shit. I'll go to Chick-fil-A.
Well, that's of course nice.
I go to Chick-fil-A just to feel like a king.
You're right, and that's the same thing as this.
It's the same exact thing. No, we should normalize this. I want more schizos working front desk. John's already dating this guy.
Yeah.
John was with him there earlier today at a hotel in Long Beach, actually. So.
Tell me.
Have you guys seen this? The NYPD in the Bronx. You know when cops try and be like cool with like the people that they stop and frisk or are constantly harassing or whatever? They're such losers. They're always, or not all, but some. They're really bad at being like trying to like talk shit back. This is video.
Look at this. This is my #1 fan right here.
Me and you, we're gonna have a date later.
Yeah,
Gay.
I'm gonna have a date with your bitch, nigga.
Yeah.
Stupid. Stupid.
You and I, we're gonna have a date later.
I'ma suck your dick later.
It's like such a weird, you just know you stink at talking to people when you think that's an insult.
I don't. Yeah,
sucks,
that's
dude.
strange. I don't even know what he meant.
Oh, really? Am I gay?
Was that a vague threat
Well,
where it's like
how
I'm
come
gonna
I'm gonna
see
take you on a date later?
I just had a flashback memory of when I was in 9th grade, and I was sitting in class with my friend, and this like typical like bully. He was a cool skater kid that was older than us. He walks in, and he trips on my friend's leg, and like the teacher's like, "What are you making such a big fuss for? What are you doing?" And the guy goes, "Yo, that faggot in the hat tripped me," and everyone's looking at my buddy who's wearing a beanie, and he spazzed and just went, "Oh, I'm a faggot in a hat."
Ooh, yeah.
And we're like, that's the worst thing you could have
Like,
ever
yeah,
said.
you are
just so
a faggot.
nervous.
Yeah.
Just like, oh yeah, that's me. I'm a faggot in a hat.
He tried the.
It was brutal, dude.
Yeah.
One of the worst things I've ever seen.
And then nothing else. Everybody
And then
just got quiet.
everyone just laughed at him, and I was like, "Oh, buddy, what are you doing?"
Yeah.
Even if you spaz and was like, "No, I didn't," that's better.
It's better, yeah.
Like, hey, you're a fucking clumsy. You're the clumsy faggot. You tripped, clumsy faggot.
That would have been poetic.
Well, you know, Connor, you know what's interesting about that guy is he's now working at the Holiday Express down the street. Oh man, this was interesting. This is a point of view. You find out your date might be racist, so you dip, and he follows you home.
Hell yeah, dude. That's me, dude.
This is John's last week.
Hell yeah.
For a second, like
Do not get aggressive
Screen.
with me
I'm
at
not being
all.
aggressive, but I'm asking you to be honest with me, and you weren't.
You said you were white.
So
I ask you to be honest with me, and you weren't. Do you hate N-words? It's an easy opening question on any day.
filtered, and I am.
Again? I would have never heard from you. I've been down this road.
Okay, but you don't know me. You don't know me. Why would you follow me home? I feel so unsafe right now. The fact that you followed me home.
They're both on opiates.
Yeah. This is weird.
This is such slurred, weird drug talk.
Or the snow on the window is just like...
Or they got drunk. I mean, they're hammered and she left and he's drunk.
Yeah, they're at least drunk.
I mean, that could be drinking.
That could at least be, but still.
Let's throw opioids in the mix.
I agree with Connor.
Yeah,
I agree with Connor.
Sure.
I don't care.
When I
not me that way. I said I am the furthest from racist person, but I'm not.
No.
Oh, he's wasted. Yeah.
Furthest from race.
You're not. Because the furthest person from racist would never use
I should have
that
talked like this to that
word.
guy who attacked me.
I'm calling my black friends right now.
Hold on, let me get. He goes,
I didn't mean to.
He goes, let me call my black friends. He goes, Herschel Walker. He goes, hold on, I have another black friend.
Clarence?
Jesse Lee Peterson. I have a lot of black friends.
OJ Simpson.
No, I don't.
No, I'm being so fucking
I
serious
don't
right now.
want.
because
No.
I am not. Yes, because I drove an hour.
What?
So give me some pussy, please.
It's
cold out. I drove an hour.
You left me at the fucking bar, you.
Oh, damn.
Yeah, this guy's crazy. Well, 300. That's a crazy amount of money.
She should have fucked him
in Dayton, Ohio. That's nuts.
She tries to fuck him. There's a Klan hood on his dick. Yeah, I mean, listen. He's a psycho, but unfortunately, this is like he's also, I guess, a race. I mean, I guess he just thinks it's like okay to just casually. I don't know. I imagine he used the N-word on a date, right?
That she's saying nobody says that word.
Well, why did he say let me call my black friends?
Well, she said nobody says that word unless they're racist.
Right.
Like, what other word?
What other word would it be? And then, but his rage at the end here goes to show he's sick of the Tinder game. He's sick of Hinge. And he's sick of every time he meets up with one of these floozies, he spends $300 and he talks about the Civil War and how like it wasn't really about slavery. And then he gets upset. And we've all been there.
After a few of those stack up, and he probably doesn't make that much money. Nobody like that makes that much money. $300 every weekend.
But you hear that okay, say there wasn't any race angle in this video, right? The rage when she just like his rage at just being like, I fucking traveled an hour and a half and I spent $300.
He's like, I just got off work at the Holiday Inn Express, and you treat me like this. That's a whole week's worth of pay.
It really is like, you know, it's this classic frustrated man.
Oh yeah, he's horny and he's like he hasn't been sucked.
Horny, racist, and full of cum.
That's John's Tinder bio.
He's like, I'm not racist. One of them was just really mean to me at work a few hours ago.
Right.
I'm talking about one fucking guy.
He goes, I can't vet.
Steve, for what type of respect did I get when you left me at the fucking bar, you bitch?
Jesus. That guy should be watched by the police.
Yeah.
That's a future killer, possibly.
Is he gonna hit the window?
So she drove him?
He's just yelling cunt. No, he followed her home to her car.
Where are they? Oh, that's okay, yeah.
He followed her home to her car.
Whoa.
Well, you know.
Whoa, that guy's has to take a damn chill pill, huh?
All right, Joey, I got a good one for you. I didn't watch the video, but it looks funny.
Body cam?
First Amendment auditor tries to enter elementary school.
Oh, I love that. No. You can't do that.
No, dude.
You can't do that. I love
and that's the security guard.
Show your ID to the camera. You cannot get into this building unless you show your ID. We need your ID.
Show me the state statute where it says
You're
that.
not getting into this building until we see your ID. Right now,
And
you're a threat. I don't know who you are.
This
right
one
now, you're a
belongs
threat,
on the
and you're not
fucking
getting
Berlin
into
Wall.
With the camera?
Yeah, I guess so. Wow. My job is to protect these kids, and that's what I'm doing. I don't know
Hell
who you
You're
are.
protecting them from a camera?
Are you getting horny?
Nah, she kicks ass.
You don't need to know. It's none of your business.
All right. So what's in there with those kids is none of your business.
Does she have a gun?
Fuck yeah. Fuck yeah, woman.
Yeah, she's a school police officer.
Does this retard...
Okay, oh, she's a police officer. Okay, I thought you were like a guard.
So. Does he not understand? He goes, it was none of your business. They're kids inside.
Yeah, it's crazy.
For me, the school district's none of my business.
He's like, actually, this is my business. I make money off of these videos.
He goes, I make child porn highlight tapes. Like skateboarders do. It's my First Amendment right to film the kiddies. Oh, God.
Man, these guys like, oh, just trying to go back to
No, I'm good. I'm good right here. I'm good.
He goes, no, I'm good right here.
He
He goes, I'll catch him at lunch. I'm good. He goes, I'm good. I'll get him during recess.
He goes, they'll be at the playground.
He goes, it's my First Amendment right to film kids on the swing set. It's a government building.
From swinging.
1A. 1A.
1A, 2A.
Jared from Subways is like, 1A.
Well, there's shit right here, but I want...
Yeah, I'm good right here.
Listen.
I'm not blocking any doors.
Like I told you, I don't know you from that telephone pole, and you're at an elementary school right now, okay?
Yeah, that's legal.
And we are going to have a conversation over here about what it is we're going to do so we can remedy the problem. I'm in contact with the principal.
Are you forcing me to move? Is that a lawful order?
Did you hear me ask you to come
Joey,
over?
he doesn't have any right to be on a school grounds, right? They can just arrest him like they can't do this at the post office, but they could do this at a fucking elementary school if a guy's straight with a camera.
There's no way. Like, so a post office is public property.
This couldn't be protected.
Federal. No, there's no way. I don't know, but this, it
school
just
is
can't be
state
right.
funded, but I don't think it's public property like that.
No, I don't think so. There's no way. There's
This guy
simply
seems
no
like he
way.
has his hands tied, though, in the way he's interacting with them.
I think he doesn't know.
Yeah, the cops are acting like...
I think the cop doesn't know. He probably is scared to get sued, so he's like, I'm going to say what I can to not arrest him.
Yeah.
And then hopefully we can do it without arresting, so I don't have to risk a lawsuit. But I think if he were more up on the law, he'd be like, no, I can arrest you. Like, oh, fuck it, I should tase you.
I also feel like these cops probably watch these videos.
Yeah.
This guy especially, he's like, I'm out of my wits here, dude.
No, they know about this.
Yeah.
No, like most of the audit videos we watch, like the cops like show up and they go, oh, right, we've got another one of these guys. So now they're like, is he allowed in a school? Like, what?
Well, the cops who watch it usually know better. They're like, all right, now, yeah, do whatever you want, but if you cross the line, like, we're going to arrest you. This guy seems like he's heard foggily of, they have some rights, but not knowing that, at an elementary school, it doesn't apply. Like, it doesn't transfer.
Okay, thank you. I'm politely denying your request. Thank you, sir.
So we'll sit right here until it gets resolved.
Okay. Well, they've already denied it, so that's one thing. You've denied me access.
God, he sounds like the pedophile from Family Guy.
I'm not filming kids, not talking to kids, never talk to
You're being
kids.
kind of aggressive. So.
Aggressive?
Hell
You're
yeah.
the one that won't let me go in there and do my constitutionally protected activity.
You're not going in there.
Why don't you say hi to your sister,
The state
Beyonce?
statute that says that I have to show ID.
Do you have children that attend here?
That's none of your business.
He doesn't.
It is my business.
Is it? Why is that your business?
What business?
What's your name?
If I was to ever make videos on what not to do as an auditor or what not to do if you're trying to do this type of job, it's to not show up to school because this is 100% weird. And this is dumb to me. Like this makes no sense at all to go to a school.
That's great.
And try to do an audit.
That's great insight.
They obviously gonna kick you off, like especially if you creepy the way this dude sounded like. Oh, y'all tell me what y'all think, man. But let's continue.
Do you have children?
There are also state laws that override. I remember this from an Amagenza video. There are state laws that override federal laws, like the Constitution, essentially, where it's like, hey, no, because of school shootings and things like we've created laws that give extra protection. So like we'll arrest you, and it's you could go to the Supreme Court and appeal, but we can arrest you. Right. So I think these are just bad cops. This I don't know what state this is, but this is a.
Yeah, that guy's just a fucking asshole too for doing that. It's like of all places, like I mean, not to just reiterate what the guy just said, but it's just like That's not even fun. You're not even fucking with adults.
No.
Now the school is freaked the fuck out.
Yeah, especially in this day and age where there's shooters and
you want to. The whole point of these videos is to annoy a postal worker or a cop who's an asshole. Not the school's in lockdown right now. Everyone's freaking out.
Yeah.
Not the most vulnerable members of our society.
A siren goes off. Bro, get under your desks. There's an auditor here. Amagansett Press has shown up with his 7-foot Native American child. Run! Everyone run!
That's like duck and cover, but with auditors.
Amagansett's son just ripped the sink out of the bathroom.
By the way, this guy is like everybody that hates Lemon Party. This guy or Hate Watch.
I have a million friends.
Every
like him.
evil comment we get from a guy like this.
70% of my friends in South Dakota look like that.
Mm-hmm. He's the guy. When he gets off his shift, he goes and fishes, and he puts Zins in the fish's mouth, releases them.
It's like, you deserve one.
He goes.
He pats him. He goes, "You've been a good boy."
He goes, "You deserve a cinnamon roll." Toss him back in.
He goes, "Let's give him an upper decky."
It's none of your business.
It is my business.
Is it? Why is that your business?
Because what business?
What's your name?
Sergeant David Brown.
Badge number?
4. I don't have a badge number. My ID's number 4.
Thank you.
So let me ask you this. So you want to be confrontational? What is
Who's
your
being
business
confrontational? I already explained to them. Talk to them.
I'm not talking to them. I'm talking to you, sir.
I'm not talking
this guy's
to you.
like
I talk to them.
probably
I have no
got
obligation to
brain
talk
damage.
to you or help you with your investigation. in
Probably
any
severe
way
brain damage.
whatsoever.
Yeah, it's.
So our number 1 priority is these children.
That was the guy with brain damage, and I hope he got tased.
Me too.
Yeah.
What are the comments?
They hired the right security. It's crazy in our country right now. Someone's got to do something. At least she's trying.
Oh, that was security.
No, those two guys were cops. I think she was security.
She was security, but the other, and she handled it great.
It.
Exactly, bro. Bro thought he was going to get into a school without presenting an ID. I mean, it's like any sane person watching this would think that way. But it does give you the taste for audits, you know.
Mm-hmm.
I'm starting to think they should have let him in.
Well, I mean, I'll die on the auditor hill. You know that, I know that.
Right. Is there a way to defend that, Joseph?
Not that, no. So that I think he's making real auditors look bad.
Yeah, I agree.
Guys like Amagansett, guys like Long Island Audit.
San Luis Obispo Observer.
The Observer.
Slow Observer.
Slow Observer.
Slow County Observer.
Slow County.
Long Island Audit does amazing work. Long Island Audit sues every single business in Long Island.
Every time he threatens to sue, he sues.
He's the most litigious man on the planet.
And yeah, so I bet you like a guy like Slow or Long Island, they watch that and they go like, "You fucking idiot! You're making us look bad."
Mm-hmm.
Hell yeah.
Mm-hmm. Well, I mean, we could keep going. We've done some good work. I mean, I kind of want to.
I gotta piss.
We got to do an ad too and shit.
Oh, really?
Let's save that for the Patreon.
Yeah. I love this guy.
Yeah.
So we I don't think we're going to be able to have an episode come out on the 11th. That is when Connor and I will be out of town. We will return the next day.
Let me and John down here. We'll do an episode.
Yeah, we should do
You guys won't be able to put it out or anything. And I
can learn it in 5 minutes. I'm not a fucking otter.
You wouldn't. It's
Well,
just
use Ida's laptop.
It's not going to be feasible.
I have the password already.
I'll put out
He's afraid of our power.
I'll put out a Patreon
He's like,
episode,
oh, no,
and then
it's
we'll
gonna be too
we'll,
masculine.
we'll make it up.
Oh my god, the T
We'll
levels
make it
of this
up.
episode are gonna be way too high.
We're gonna make it up for the people.
He's like, all the cucks will unsubscribe if you guys.
You also can't like sign into my Google. And
Yeah, I do. I have it. I have the
He has
password.
everything. We'll be fine.
You're not gonna be able to
Joey's
edit
a tech
it.
whiz.
You're not gonna do it.
I'll learn it in 5 minutes.
From
You're an
who?
otter. From the internet. I can learn it. I already know it, I bet.
He started chess like 2 months ago. He's like a master.
If you guys really want to do that,
I'm
go
still bad
ahead
at
and try and
chess.
figure it out. But
I'm still bad at chess.
Yeah.
No. Yeah, I don't want to actually, but I just wanted to threaten.
I'll just
It would be funny, kind of. To
He's like,
try.
actually, a week off sounds phenomenal, but I just. I'm petty.
I'll just tell Ida.
I'm
to
just
do it for
announcing
us.
this.
Let us in.
I'll have Ida just run the program for us.
I'm just announcing this so the people don't freak out. Like there won't be. We'll try and get in the studio as soon as we.
You're on tour for potting.
Get back.
You're doing shows for the people.
Yeah.
I'm just talking
It's
to
not like
the
you're
Hate Watch fans. And shit.
No, I'm saying, but you're not just like taking. You're not on vacation.
No, yeah, and we won't not let a Patreon episode go by where it's, they don't get their monthly fill or whatever. I'm just saying we'll make it up, but just don't be surprised if there's not an episode on the Wednesday after the 11th or whatever. Yeah. Okay, folks, we love you.
Love you.
Yeah. Please buy tickets to my show, February 17th. Link is in my bio.
We're all gonna be there, like always.
We'll
be there.
Hell yeah. God bless.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.